A fast-moving wildfire is closing in and burning less than 10 kilometers from the community. And we've learned of a very close call for workers who were racing to build fire breaks for that community. CBC's Linda Ward has more on what is happening in that community. So Linda, I know you've been working the phones. I know you're trying to gather as much information as possible. What have you learned so far?
Yeah, Natasha, we're learning about a very harrowing experience for a number of construction workers near Sandy Lake First Nation, and some dramatic images that are coming in to our newsroom that we're getting now. Many of them posted on social media, but take a look at this. These flames just meters away from where the group was huddled. 19 people, nearly all from Manitoba, were in the area. They were cutting fire breaks near Sandy Lake when the fire just closed in around them. You can see here just how close that fire is. And they decided to seek shelter in a shipping container, eventually then fleeing that shipping container just as that container caught fire. We had reached out to the chief of Sandy Lake First Nation, who says the group is lucky to be alive.
It just engulfed on them real fast. They were trying to help out by creating, what do you call those, barriers? And they didn't realize how fast fire would burn. And then they got trapped, and they pretty much got trapped in a circle. But thankfully, that's a big yard. So I think that
the smoke was so thick that even when they left that shipping container, the helicopters that were out there looking for them couldn't find them. So they had to wait it out. About 4 or 5 hours later, they drove in a convoy back to Sandy Lake First Nation along one of the main roads. They were able to get back to safety, and they are all now back in Winnipeg.
Okay, and what can you tell us about the evacuation effort that's currently underway?
Yeah, so speaking with the chief, it is a very active evacuation effort right now that is underway, talking helicopters, Dash 8s, Cessnas, just going back and forth into this community, trying to get as many people out as possible. Now, we know that there's Prime Minister Mark Carney has posted on social media saying that Canadian Forces is stepping in to help with this evacuation, emergency airlift evacuation around Sandy Lake First Nation. So far, Canadian Forces aircraft have taken about 500 people out of this community. There are about 1,000 more, and these are the priority residents. So we're talking people with health issues, small children, and their families that will be taken out of this community first. And then about 2,000 or so more that will be waiting just for that first group to be taken out of the community. They have boats ready, they say, if they need to get out quickly. They're not sure if they're going to have to wait this out all the way through this firefight. As well, the runway there is very short, so even though these planes are coming in to get people out, they can't take the full capacity of that airplane. So this is a lengthy operation and a very active operation. They're taking them to Red Lake, but Red Lake is now overrun, so they're going to have to take them now to potentially Thunder Bay or larger areas that can accommodate the number of people that are going to have to leave this community. Natasha.
CBC's Linda Ward. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.